Are you Family protects one another. Family loves one another. Family would do anything to save one another. Is that not what these heroes of yours preach? Then why abandon you at the doorstep of that wretched pretender Mephisto, my precious child?
After the traitor Blaze betrayed me to that demon, Robbie would not leave my side. Ilyana tore through reality itself to find me. I am here now because of their actions, not yours.
Then for once I am grateful to them. Still, I fear you have traded one problem for another. Say what you will about Johnny Blaze, but his soul is one of the strongest I have ever encountered. He has carried the parchment for decades without succumbing to its call, battled angels and demons alike, and rattled the thrones of far too many gods.
It almost seems like you admire him.
I simply state the facts. Now he is free of the page, and another takes on the mantle of its guardian.
Robbie.
Do you really think he will prevail over the Parchment of Power?
You are right, Mother.
I am?
Robbie will never be Johnny Blaze. He will become something far greater. I gladly place my fate and that of the world in his hands.
My original offer still stands. If you truly value your friend, relieve him of his burden and surrender the parchment to me. Ignore my warning, and Blaze's betrayal will be a fond memory compared to what is coming next.
I hope the others slept better than I did.
No, that can't be. I had that dream too.
Maybe it was something we ate.
Don't you mean someone?
I don't know. This stinks of a hex or a curse or something.
If we all had the same nightmare, does that mean we all share the same subconscious neurosis?
God, I hope not.
The probability of every single one of us walking the same dream state is 1,000,000,000 trillion to 1. It must mean something.
Yeah, it means we might want to have a little chat with our friendly neighborhood hunter.
Oh, I knew I should have let Mr. Murdoch copyright that for me.
I still can't get that image out of my mind.
Same here, and that's saying a lot these days.
I'm sure there's a logical explanation for this all.
There is... the parchment.
I knew that page would find a way of messing with our heads.
Or maybe it was warning us about you-know-who.
Did you have the dream?
What dream?
I'm here if you want to talk about it.
I'm assuming you had the same dream last night as the rest of us.
I'm pretty sure I did not. What was it?
I'll let Wanda tell you. She's better at communicating those kinds of things. All I can say is, what I saw last night made me worry about you.
I am more worried about you. Riddled with nightmares, suspicious of friends and colleagues. The page is getting to you.
The page is not getting to me. Everyone had the same exact nightmare last night. If anything, it's getting to everyone here.
It is possible. The full effects of the Parchment of Power have gone largely unstudied.
And they will remain unstudied. Honestly, I can't wait for it to be destroyed.
So, you are not going to read it?
Hell no. And not just because I suspect it's giving me bad dreams. Because I know whatever Blaze read set him off so hard that he betrayed us.
Wait. Blaze can read?
Oh man, I'm just glad he's not here to hear you say that.
Why not? I'm not scared to speak my mind to him.
It would be entertaining for sure. I think Wanda wants to talk to you. I should stop monopolizing your time and let her get a word in. Oh, and Hunter?
Yes, Robbie?
Take care of yourself, okay? Like, really take care.
I always do. What is everyone so upset about?
A nightmare. We all had the same one last night, and it has unnerved us. Wondering if you had the same one too. Would be weird if you were the only one in the Abbey who didn't.
You mean the one about Lilith?
Wait, you had a dream about Lilith?
Is that not the one you all had?
No, Hunter. We had a dream about you. And it was a pretty awful one, too.
What? What about me?
Let's just say you... something threw you above us. Your face twisted in what could only be described as extreme agony. And that's as far as I want to remember. I don't want to freak you out. I mean, it was just a dream, right?
Probably. Everything will be all right.
I just hope you're all right. Nightmare or not, it's shaken us up.
Wanda, I promise you, it was just a dream.
How can you be so sure? We should probably stop talking now. Everyone is staring.
They are staring?
Yep.
They really are frightened, are they not?
Hey, if it makes you feel any better, everyone here is just as afraid of me as they are of you.
The Parchment's days are numbered, Hunter. Come down to the forge.
Once, I dreamt that I grew 4 more arms after the radioactive spider bite. Then I also grew mouth pincers. I even turned into a giant spider and went full kaiju on Midtown. So no more late-night binging on Japanese monster movies when my spider sense is keeping me up. I thought trying to control the symbiote was hard, but Robbie's got the Darkhold. Hope he's doing okay.
You would never side with Lilith against us, right, Hunter? I feel bad for even asking that. Never mind. Don't answer.
I don't care what the dream implied. You're no villain. It'll take more than Lilith's mind hexery to shake my faith in you, Hunter.
Smelled you a mile away.
All taken care of.
Bye.
Hey, you think Lilith can, like, watch us sleep? It's good to take a break from knocking heads. Can't talk long, Hunter. About to transcribe a 4-hour interview.
Is this about your investigation into the new breed vampires?
Yeah. Get this. I talked to a member of the Varney clan.
Really? The Varney line is ancient, older even than Dracula himself.
Exactly. So as you can imagine, the interview was full of juicy details.
I love a scoop. What is the craziest thing you heard?
Here's one. A number of farmers around Cleveland, Ohio have reported that something is preying on their livestock. Rumor is, it's a vampiric cow.
Eddie, seriously?
Hey, I know how it sounds, but I saw the photos.
I hope you have something better than vampiric livestock.
Well, here's the real kicker. Originally, I thought Dracula had abandoned his experiments on this new breed because he saw them as inferior, but that might not be the case.
What do you mean?
The vampire I spoke with, who will go nameless due to journalistic integrity, told me that this new breed of vampires have a corrupted or even non-existent soul.
And?
And? Don't you see? You can't kill someone who doesn't have a soul. Dracula planned to raise an unkillable army.
I do not understand.
Come on, Hunter. Hey, do rocks have souls? No, and you can't kill a rock.
Even if that made sense, how do you explain the vampires we have already killed?
They're all the defective vampires. Dracula is still trying to perfect the recipe.
Keep digging until you have a hole big enough to bury Dracula and all his new breed vampires.
Hey, you don't have to tell me twice. Honestly, you didn't even have to tell me once. And I thought my pirate Einstein dreams were strange.
E equal. Seems like everyone had a restless night. I hate to ask this, but are you all right?
Why? Do I look like there is something wrong with me?
No, not at this moment, but the dream, I mean, nightmare we all had of you.
The one everyone had, but no one will tell me about?
Let's just say you should be grateful to have your collar to protect you.
Protect me from what, exactly?
Your mother, Hunter. Who else? If it wasn't for that collar, who knows how she might be able to manipulate you? I wouldn't put it past her to invade your dreams, the way I think she just invaded ours last night.
Do you really think she could manipulate us through our dreams, even in this protected pocket dimension?
Anything is possible. In any case, best to keep our wits about us. I just don't want anything to happen to you, kiddo.
Perhaps dream is not the right word. A vision.
Thanks for coming out to meet me.
You wanted to talk?
Yeah, I actually wanted to ask you a question, if that's all right.
Ask away.
Why are you being so nice to me? I mean, I was your mortal enemy at some point, and I was the one who... you know, with Agatha. Wasn't expecting you, of all people, to warm up to me.
We all make mistakes, Wanda. And we all deserve a chance to make up for them.
Well, I've made some pretty big ones. Some would say unforgivable, even. Not sure if you noticed, but everyone seems to be afraid of me around here. Everyone except for you, that is.
That is not true. Nico and Magic are not afraid of you. And neither are Robbie or Blade, for that matter.
Yeah, they are. They just don't want to hurt my feelings by showing it. Anyway, I just wanted to say, thanks for not hating me. Or something along those lines. I'm glad you're here.
You too, Wanda.
It was terrifying to see you hold the page in our dream, but somehow it felt right.
I know we can't control our dreams, Hunter. Maybe we can help you learn not to share them.
How can I help?
I don't like these apocalypse.
The Abbey is a very different place than the one I left.
How so?
With all these people, it's not crowded exactly. It certainly feels more alive.
The Abbey was always too empty. This is how it was meant to be.
Yes, it's better, I think. For the first time, I feel at home. Let's do this again soon, yes?
I finally had a lucid dream! Or was that reality? It's hard to tell.
I don't remember signing up for...
But last night I felt like I couldn't wake up. You better not sell us out to... Disappointed.
Coffee makes the bad dreams go away. Trust me, just don't stir in any sugar or milk. Believe me.
Pretty sure I misheard you, Logan. It kind of sounded like you were asking for help.
I don't make a habit of it, but I figured I could reach out to someone I trust.
What could I possibly help you with?
I see Robbie wasting hours with this thing, and I can't figure it out. It's more complex than most advanced Shi'ar technology.
And you want my assistance? You realize I have been dead in a grave for as long as video games have existed. That contraption is one step down from witchcraft, in my opinion.
Come on, it's never too late to learn a new skill. This'll be educational for both of us. I'm just gonna push this button and see what happens. Well, so much for that. So, what do you like to do for fun?
My life is hunting and sleeping. That is it. I do not have time for fun.
Well, that's a damn shame. Life without fun ain't worth living.
Before Caretaker brought me back to stop Lilith, I was not living.
Always gotta be a wise ass. I heard the game on here has some crazy dancing mushrooms. It'd be fun to show you.
But the device does not seem to be cooperating. So what are you going to do now?
There was a time when I would have popped a claw and spiked this thing into the garbage.
But not now?
You've got me thinking positive thoughts these days, Hunter. So, I'm gonna find Robbie or Peter. I'll pop a claw and make him show me how to turn it on. Weird dreams, huh? Probably just the end of the world jitters.
Pinch myself awake and just thank the staff of one. It was only a dream.
Thanks for meeting me out here.
Of course, Robbie. What is on your mind?
I woke up with this funny feeling this morning.
Oh? And what was that?
Well, I got out of bed, got dressed, looked in the mirror, and saw the Ghost Rider standing before me. You know, the real deal. And you know, it didn't feel weird. It was like I knew I could handle anything the day handed to me. No problem. What's with that?
I'm pretty sure it is called confidence, Robbie.
Oh, so that's what confidence feels like? I don't think I felt it before. Not like this anyway. Guess the confidence you had in me was contagious.
I am heartened to hear that, Robbie, but you overcame your own demons. No offense to Sparky, of course. The credit goes all to you.
You know, I was thinking, once all of this is over, I'm gonna go back to my old stomping ground, have my very own homecoming moment.
Ready for your hero's welcome?
Ready for some neighborhood deep cleaning? You should come with. Got plenty of bad guys in East LA that are long due for a tune-up from our badass Hunter Ghost Rider duo.
We are one deadly duo, or should I say more like a trio with a spirit.
Duo, trio, all the same. Me and Sparky both know who's the Ghost Rider, right? He says right. And a few other things, but we agree on the basics. The Ghost Rider is Robbie Reyes, and I'm ready to bring some of that back home.
And I look forward to helping you do that someday.
Well, we're both gonna have to wait a minute on that. This flaming gearhead ain't riding off to the sunset before we finish what we started. And as always, I've got your back. Let's address address the spooky elephant in the room? Dreams are weird, huh?
You and Lilith was not the worst nightmare I've ever had.
Come on over, Hunter. I'm slinging some hot, fresh, parchment-blasting tech here.
Is this it? Is this the thing that will destroy the parchment?
You better believe it. That's the Gamma Accelerator, plus a few tips taken from dear old Dad's notes, plus a few crucial adjustments, plus some revolutionary new tech created on the fly.
Are you sure it will work?
I'm sure you've got a million questions. Come to the war room and you can hear my full spiel. Trust me, you won't want to miss it.
A successful collaboration. Last night was no dream. Lilith intended us to witness that vision. By the rising rings of... Oh, it's just you. Lilith is toying with our emotions and our minds because she is desperate for the parchment. She is frightened of us. That said, something still isn't quite making sense.
You know, some days I feel a pull. Like something far off is calling my symbiote home.
I hope you do not go anywhere soon. I grow fond of having you around.
Don't worry, I've got enough unfinished business on this big blue rock. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon.
Do you ever wonder about your symbiote's life before you bonded?
I don't have to wonder. I catch the occasional flash of memory from my other. Only bits and pieces, but they tell a whole story. In one, I see it bonding with a genetically modified Kree soldier who fought in an intergalactic war. In another, I feel its bloodlust as it stands over the icy graves of fallen foes.
Do you share any memories of when it bonded with Spider-Man?
Yes. I prefer not to think of those.
Why not?
You don't know him like I do.
Why do you hate him so much?
It's a long story.
I can make it through Doctor Strange's astral explanations. Test me.
Honestly, I'd rather listen to Doctor Strange talk about the smell of the astral plane than dig into my history with Parker.
You are just stalling.
Remember how I said I lost my journalist job because of some embarrassing reporting? That was partly Spider-Man's fault.
Spider-Man got you fired?
No, he caught the bad guy, like he always does. He just exposed the flaws in my reporting when he did it.
But if Spider-Man did nothing wrong, why do you hate him?
He ruined my life and rejected my other. You can't argue with emotions. Look, the symbiote feeds off my hormones. If they aren't perfectly bonded, a symbiote can suck their host dry.
Are you saying your shared hatred of Spider-Man helped you and your symbiote bond?
In a way.
You owe him your life.
In no way.
But you and Spider-Man get along now.
Sure. If by get along, you mean my other and I agreed not to eat his pancreas.
That sounds like true friendship.
Sure, but it's nothing like the one you and I have. Your pancreas is safe from us. I hear people have odd dreams after a questionable meal, but I always eat.
Any time now, Tony.
Yeah, you're being a little extra you right now.
Forgive me if I'm a little excited that another one of my brilliant, one-of-a-kind inventions will thwart the apocalypse. Again.
Uh-huh. What's the plan?
No, not yet. Waiting until we have a quorum. Don't want to have to explain the complex calculations, algorithms, and other assorted science bits twice.
The Forge Demon was right. You do love the sound of your own voice.
Relax, will ya? When this works, victory blowout party at my Malibu estate. Everyone's invited. Even Strange. But he doesn't get a pony ride. I don't like to say that I do my best work under pressure, but I think this time, I even amazed myself.
This is impressive. You did this work incredibly fast.
Chug a few Stark drives and there's nothing you can't speed through. Hopefully the sugar crash doesn't hit me while we're destroying the page.
If you manage to stop the prophecy, I will be the first to sing your praises.
So you're promising karaoke? I'm gonna hold you to that, Hunter. This thing won't fail.
What about your father's research? Do you feel comfortable using it as the basis for this canon?
I'm only perfecting the stuff he started. It's like I took all the skeletons out of my family closet, dusted them off, and now they're going to do community service.
Is it powered by skeletons?
Don't worry, figure of speech. No actual skeletons in there, just massive amounts of gamma radiation. Our friend Banner thought he was going to use it to get supercharged. But this thing's going to shut his team down, permanently.
Let us keep our attention on destroying the parchment. We can deal with the Hulk after.
Oh, come on! I know multitasking probably wasn't a thing in your olden times, but it's the only way I get stuff done. Plus, I can't get Banner out of my mind.
So, what now?
Now comes the hard part, explaining my plan to the team. I wonder if I have time to whip up some diagrams. People love diagrams.
Maybe I shouldn't be so gung-ho about you confronting Lilith.
It was all a dream, right, Hunter? Next time, could you dream of literally anything else? I'll even take one of those dreams where we're all late to class, and it's test day, and we're all in our pajamas. You know, the usual kind of dread.
Lilith's messing with our minds, right? Because that dream was too real.
I'm trying to assume it was Lilith in all our heads last night. Don't prove